Sick to my stomach by the vending machines. They talk to me, I miss it back home where I could really be free. Not free to be something I could let go.
It's late, yes, because of you. No excuses.
But I know you really want to talk.
Terrible, terrible.
Polaroid picture.
Yes, because I'm swamped when someone DMs me. My head, yeah.
Like a movie scene. I see these
Oh,
photos in all of my bad dreams. They make me sick to my stomach by the vending machines. They talk to me, I miss it back home where I could really be free. Not free to be something. Fall, turn the lights up. Crawl, set my mind up. I know it's getting hard for you, my dear. Oh, so pack your life up. Run away with someone I don't know that I trust. It's easier to burn love than fear. Oh, killing.
sorry if I sound like really bad. I'm pretty sick. I will be schnozzing a fair amount during the stream. It's fine. So the road to recovery. All good. I have to get another drink to stream. Stay hydrated, lads.
Free to be someday.
Da 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 da. Are you ready for some death and taxes? Boop. There we go, lads. We're here. In the epic era. Already. Sorry it's been so long, chat. I have been pretty sick, and also I mildly injured myself at the end of last week. I got like some pretty severe back pain. So I really couldn't do too much for like 2 days. I was literally only able to lie in bed and do nothing physical really at all. So that was super fun. To cancel like all my plans and everything. So yeah, that was not particularly fun. Don't know really what exactly. Like, ooh, forgot. I don't think we had any cooler. Cooler head. Yeah, I just wanted to get the bonehead. But we now have the mirror, which is pretty hype. If you don't know, Death and Taxes, it's a game where we have to decide who lives and who dies. And it's pretty cool because you can... You guys can vote. An uncompromising artistic vision, Vana Gloria, now opens the local Museum of Mud, Museum Misspelt. The return of bees brings a bountiful apple harvest. Vigilante killings on the rise. Unidentified serial killer inspires several copycats. Medical worker escapes sudden death by mysterious means. Neutral president rises to power. After replacing entire advisory team, former advisors reported missing. Suspected fraud dies of a heart attack as police officers come knocking on their door. Prosecutor says arrest was imminent. President Naya Bree visits Jesus Christ. Cosmopolis City as a part of a goodwill tour. Okay, cool. Epic. For your contributions to the killing of many humans. Thanks, man. Let's put that one there. Read this. Okay. But yeah, sorry, it's been so long. I wish I was like, I had cool plans or anything, but I was literally just bedridden for like 2 days. So that was super fun, and then I also just got regular sick on top of my like injury thing. So that was super fun, and yesterday I went to work, but I had my mum help me because I literally wouldn't have been able to do it by myself. But alas, we ball, you know, we ball. Morning Grim, an odd hush ripples across the world. That is what happens when someone is not paying attention to their instructions. Keep this up and the world will be nothing but vacant ruins. Good for tourism perhaps, but not much else. Quote of the day, 3 humans have to die, spare any humans with a religious background. Getting back on track, fate. Okay, cool. If you don't know how this works, is we have this, which gives you 30 seconds to vote with !die or !live. If whoever we've covered, whoever I'm gonna ask you to vote on, gets to live or die. We look through each person and we try to either follow, oh gosh, 5 watch streak, a big A indeed. I really should do like a little on-screen alert for the watch streaks, because you guys do redeem them quite a lot, and I feel like you should be rewarded for that more, but one day at a time, lads. Life is kind of a bit of a struggle at the moment, because I have to do all of this stuff for uni and also for work, finding purposes and all of that. And then obviously I also got just like absolutely just taken out of commission for a little bit. So we'll see when I get to do more like quote-unquote not as important stuff. Which I'm not saying you guys aren't important, you are, but in the scope of my future livelihood, drawing something for stream is at the peak priority. But we will try, I haven't noted in the mind. But yeah, sorry that I'm also so like nasally, it's because I'm sick. So today's stream is going to be a little shorter probably. Also I literally cannot sit up for like 1,000 years. Because like my injury thing is like in the lower back of my back. Fun. And it's a lot better already. It's a lot better. I used to just not be able to bend at all and shit. So that wasn't particularly fun. The lower back of your back, oh wow. I know. But yeah, so wow. Hi James. I know, but yeah, it wasn't super fun. I have like on my list to go to an orthopedist as well because yeah, that is concerning. To have like severe pain. Hi Leonie, good to see you again. Welcome in. Hi indeed. Feel better, thank you. Hi Kylie. Yeah, it's been a little bit annoying because I had like big plans and it's nearing the end of the month, which is always like deadline time, and I have a bunch of stuff coming up. But on the plus side, I have actually been reading a lot and I've been watching a lot of TV. Because, okay, updates. Before we go into this, if you don't know how Death and Taxes works on the channel, is we get these little quotas that we could try and follow, we could also not try. And we have Twitch chat integration included. So this here, when I open this book, the timer runs down, and you guys can vote on if the relevant person, let's say this guy, lives or dies. But first, I will of course read through all of the information and the little description, and you guys can learn about them, and then you vote. So that's just like how the game works. But ow. I'll jump into that in like just a bit. On the Yellow Life updates though. If you don't know, I was recently over at my friend Elsa's house for a week, which was very lovely, and I brought my laptop to it, to his house. Because I was like, okay, I want to do some work and everything, so I brought my laptop. But my laptop has been pretty like poor performing for a long time. I had a different friend of mine reset up Windows on it, but that didn't really help too much. It was just constantly going on like 100% CPU usage with like nothing. It was a bit suck, but Elle's boyfriend is like a tech guy. So when I was there, he fixed the PC for me. Can we get some claps? It was absolutely wonderful, and I got Windows 11 on it and everything and blah. It's now shiny and as high performance as this laptop will ever be, because it is like a sturdy laptop with little performance as is. But it is now, chef's kiss, repaired, absolute shout out. And because I was like unable to sit, yay, while my laptop is on life support, yeah, I mean, that laptop is like 5 years old and it's just got its second life, but praise for all the laptops out there. But because I was like stuck in bed and I couldn't move, but I'm not someone who normally is in bed all day a lot, to be honest. Like when I was a teenager, definitely. I was one of the people who, a lot of times, I was so exhausted by school, I would come home and I'd just lie in bed the rest of the day because I didn't have a couch or any other comfortable place to rest. But in like modern day yellow era teenager, not that's always me, fair enough, but like in modern eras, I tend to like maybe lie down for like an hour or two or just chill on my phone or read or something. But other times I'm sat on my desk, I'm running around the apartment, like I'm not stuck in bed, you know what I mean? And when I'm sick, I tend to be the sleepy kind of sick. So if I'm actually like, I have a cold or anything like that, I tend to have like one day where I just sleep like 10 hours and that really helps. But while I was having like my back injury, I was like in bed, but I wasn't sleepy ill. I was just awake the whole day, but I literally couldn't move. I had to lie flat down majority of the day. So I was like, okay, I should use that opportunity while I'm just lying down and can't do anything to read. And I also now have an external CD and DVD drive because neither my laptop nor my PC has a slot for discs anymore. So I got one of those to install a lot of the games. But also I realized, hey, I have a bunch of TV shows and movies on DVD that I've never watched. I could do that now. So I set myself up like a little cave, where I was like in my bed. I had like drinks that I got, so I wouldn't have to get up all the time because that hurt a lot. So I would get like some snacks, I would have some drinks, I would have a lot of tissues because my nose was running a lot already by that point, and I would have my laptop and like the said DVDs, a selection. So on the reading, I finished reading Delilah Green Doesn't Care. I thought it was pretty good. I gave it 4 stars. It's like a saucy, it's kind of like a sapphic Cinderella type retelling, but it's also generally a sweet, fun, saucy story. By saucy, I do mean there's like on-page sex chatters, so if you don't want that, do not read this book. The characters are also like in their 30s, so it's like people are worrying about adult topics, like they're worrying about their ex-partners or their marriages or their housing or their children or their whatever. Like they have like quote-unquote adult concerns. But, so that's kind of the backdrop. But I still really liked it. It's the first in a series and it was my 12 Months of Romance challenge read for February. And I actually fucked it up. It wasn't Enemies to Lovers for that month. It was Shared Past, which does fit this book much better than Enemies to Lovers. I was like, they were never really enemies. Like, why is this under this? And then I realized, oh, Enemies to Lovers was the prompt for January, not February, but it's fine. And the next month, so for March, it's the next book in the series, so I'm excited. It's Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail, probably. And I'm quite hyped because like she's a side character in the first book, and I'm like, I have like a vague idea of where this book might go, and if it does go that way, I'm very hyped. Hi Robbie! Good to see you, King. We're just doing a little bit of Yellow Life catch-up before we dive into Death and Taxes. So I read that, and it was quite a nice read. Would recommend, again, with the caveats about it, so just you're informed. And then I also ordered myself recently Galatea by Madeline Miller, because I had read the Song of Achilles, and I really liked it, and I've been wanting to read her other works, which is Circe, her other like full novel, and then Galatea, which is a short story. I was like, okay, why not? This short story is very cute. Forgot today is Sunday. Fair enough. It's a very short story. It's like 50 pages. So I read that as well on Thursday. And I really liked it. It was a good, solid read. Like, is it a little expensive for a thing that you will read in like half an hour, 40 minutes? Yes. Is it gorgeous? Yes. Is Madeline Miller's writing excellent? Yes. I thought it was a great story. It's like a reimagining of a mythological tale, which is her whole thing, and she always does it great. Chef's kiss. Let me see, I think I gave this 4 stars maybe, but I honestly don't remember 100%, so I'll check. because I am particular. Yes, I gave it 4 stars because, of course, in a 50-page story, you can't go that deep on the characters. Like, it's a little bit surface level, and it would have been nice to see. Like, I'm hopeful that she, because I haven't read Cersei, because she did mention, well, I gotta go to my brother's birthday party today. No worries, have a good time at your brother's birthday party. Hope it's gonna be a fun time. But yeah, so she mentioned in, I think, the afterword of Galatea that she had this idea when she wrote Cersei, and it covers similar subject matter. So I am excited to read Cersei because I really want that subject matter to be more deeply discussed than it is in Galatea, which is very much about it's about misogynistic, like, societal structures and about female empowerment, and I thought she did it really well in this book, so I'm excited to read a bigger story with supposedly a similar theme. So, read those 2, very fun, good, both were good experiences, both were strong 4-star reads to me, would recommend. So Galatea, if you are looking for like a really short book to just, you know, have a little bit of a read, or maybe you wanna stock up your reading goals for the year or the month, that one's an easy yes. And then I started reading, and that's what I'm still on, a book called Liquidator, which is a middle grade children's adventure book about this drink company. Well, not actually about the drink company, but about this energy / juice drink kind of Prime. But this was definitely written before the Prime drink came out. But kind of like that vibe drink that's super popular with kids, and it's like the big thing. And it's about this group of kids who have for their like school internships, which they surprisingly do at like age 13. Hear me out, right? The premise of this book makes like 0 sense. I get it's set in England. If there's any British chatters right here, do you guys have work experience age 13? Because that is so, like, really young. Like, where I'm from, right, in Germany, we have work experience in 10th grade. So people are, like, 15, 16 or so. And that, like, 13 seems shockingly young. Because especially since at age 13, you're legally not allowed to work. Yes, babysitting and small jobs, but I worked at 13. Yeah, like, you're legally not allowed to work on most jobs, though, at age 13. Where I'm from. Like, babysitting, yes. Newspaper carrying, yes. Like, but that's, like, pretty much it. And, like, I don't know, mowing lawns, Jesus Christ. But, like, actual jobs, like, at shops and stuff, you're not allowed to work below age 14. So I just thought it was very mowing at 13. No, mowing lawns. I said the wrong word. So I was just like, why are they doing school internships, like actual ones at fancy jobs? Like, surprisingly fancy jobs. And these kids are like 13. Again, this might be a cultural thing, but I also think that it's setting some real unrealistic standards for what work experience is in school. At least from what, like, my experience and people I knew, my age. Like, because these kids are like 13 and they have, like, one of them is literally work experiencing as a surgeon and gets to, like, cut open a body on her first day. And then another one is, like, at a fancy law firm and she's, like, baking sandwiches for this, like, elite group, and then she suddenly gets, like, promoted to be, like, the little, like, what's it, like, office helper. And yeah, that's what I'm saying, like, the other ones are, like, investigative journalists suddenly. I'm like, what? Where I'm from, people under 18 can't even work. I want to work so bad. Rip. So they all have this incredibly fancy, like, this is already, like, a crazy, unrealistic premise, in my opinion. They all get put to, like, the worst one is one of them gets to be, like, assistant to, like, a massive pop star, and then randomly the lead singer of this pop star's band falls ill, so they, like, take this 13-year-old random child to replace her because she's sung a bit. I'm like, what kind of wish fulfillment story writing is this? Where, like, that happens. But that would already be, like, unrealistic as shit. Alright? But then the entire plot of the book is that this company who are making this liquidator drink are corrupt, who would have figured, and had tested the energy drink on these random elementary school aged children from a Kenyan village. And one of these children was diabetic and was still drinking all of this energy / juice drink. They never really describe what it is, to be honest. And falls like so ill he's about to die, and the company's like burying that because it's bad for business. And all these kids that are 13 randomly discover this. What the fuck? I know, and they randomly discover this, and then like they get hunted down by these often like by the people by the company because they know too much. I'm like, what is happening? Like, hear me out, right? Hear me out. What the fuck is happening in this book? Like, I'm like 150 pages in. Like, this is a significant amount of this book. And at the moment, some of the kids have banded together to hitchhike to Manchester to find this child who is about to die, to give the child, the parents. Sad thing is that what happened as well. The actual experimenting, yes. But this, like, 13-year-olds being just the biggest goats of all time. Probably not. And they're like trying to find the parents of the child to give all of the testing information that they know from this company to help him, you know, not die. And hear me out, like 13-year-olds hitchhiking with random strange men on like trucks. That's not a good lesson. Why didn't they just make them older without any other changes? Would have made so much more sense. Yeah, like maybe 16 or so. But I'm still not over the fact that they were like, oh yes, let's let these 13-year-olds like hitchhike randomly. Hitchhiking in general is kind of fun. I've hitchhiked before, yes. But to like school, when my bus was like failed and I lived like at a little village. So I only ever went into the car with like women with children and stuff. And these random 13-year-olds are going into like long distance U-Haul trucks with strange men. And I'm like, they're not described as strange, but I'm just like, sausage. Wouldn't recommend. Wouldn't recommend to put that in a book targeted like 12-year-olds. I'm just not over this book, especially for children. Exactly, I'm like, what? I was like at 17 or something. I wouldn't recommend particularly, but it was either that or not be on time to school. Right. Unless some people do it in men's cars and either hike is bad or the driver. Yeah. Big oof. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this book so far. It's incredibly unrealistic. The writing is like so-so, but they're just like presenting a bunch of shit as if it's just completely chill, and I'm like, what? But I found that there's like a particular brand of adventure, like target towards either unisex or boy readers, that is just like the characters are essentially like James Bond level action heroes, but they're like 12 and 13. And that just, by default, makes it for any older reader incredibly unrealistic to read and really like jarring. But I guess if you're really young, that doesn't really bother you. But I'm still really questioning how they're presenting the lives of these kids, how they're presenting things like work experience and travel, like hitchhiking and stuff. Not good. And definitely should, in my opinion, shouldn't be in a book that's targeted at this young of an audience. But yeah, I mean, I'm still excited to see what happens, and I'm gonna finish the book. Maybe it does get better, ? But so far I'm not hyped. Stuff done all that. That's been the reading for me. Check Discord quickly. Yes, of course. I'll snooze my snores real quick. Terrible. Ooh, there we go. Alright, before we go on with the TV talk, how about we do today's workday? So we have to spare 3 any humans with religious background, and 3 humans have to die. And we get 5 people today. So again, you get to vote. You get to decide if we follow the rules or not. So we have Naya Zoe Bree, who's 45, who's president. Naya is the youngest person to be elected to the office of president of Golstead, a small but wealthy nation. They ran on a platform as constructing enormous sky fortresses, immense heavily armed flying citadels. Who wouldn't love a couple of those? I won't be voting because I'm busy on the side, by the way. Yeah, because you hate me. I see how it is, Elp. Oh, terrible. Kaio Akihito, 62 farmer. Kaio has lived in 4 different countries, finally settling down in the Sun Country wine region where they now work as a viticulturist. They enjoy fast food cooking and horse riding and have 7 grandchildren who visit often. Right, then we have Henry Cavala, 44 cleric. Henry is a devoted member of their church with a weakness for pastries and crime novels. Ever since reading a book about crafty monks at a secluded monastery, they have dreamt of saving their family using fancy deductive abilities. Little do they know, this exact opportunity will soon present itself. Then we've got Mercury Saint Iones maybe? 53, motivational speaker. This guy looks terrifying. Nature was not stingy when it came to granting charisma onto Mercury. A true silver tongue, this smooth talker could convince anyone to do almost anything. As such, they found their calling in being a motivational speaker. Recently, they've included proselytizing into their oeuvre? I have no idea how to say that word. I also don't know what proselytizing means. Is that the one where it's like giving money to be better? Life prost. I think. Oh, convert or attempt to convert someone from one religion, belief, or opinion to another. Okay, fair enough. Into their, I'm gonna say this is like repertoire. Into like their skill set. Okay, last one we've got Masashige Onilanzo. 66 engineer / musician, part-time scholar, part-time engineer, and part-time musician. Relies on building their own musical instruments out of scrap and spare parts. Delete the belief man, but we have to low-key have any religious background spared. Okay. Naya, lads. Live or die. If it's like split or you guys don't make a decision, I have to make a decision, but otherwise... do exclamation mark die or exclamation mark live in the chat to vote. Live. Alright. Let her live. Oop. Alright, one alive. Alright. Kaio, what are we thinking? Old farmer person. Kill him. Alright. We've got some deaths. Right, remember to just do exclamation mark die, exclamation mark live to also have the like cool little graphic change. Alright, Henry, who is a cleric. Reminder, it says we should spare people with a religious background. You can defy it though if you want to. You can also comply. Either ways, your prerogative. We're letting the good gentleman live. Alright. We've let 2 people live so far. Like that. Perfect! Yeah, as you can see, it changed the little scales over here. Right, next up we've got Mercury, the motivational speaker. With a very strange scarf. Might be a piano keys scarf, but I can't tell, TBH. Oh my gosh. Alright, pretty unanimous die decision. thinking it's dancing anyway, let alone trying to convert people to something. I don't know, seems dead. Yeah, right. So I think we have, okay, yeah, exactly, kill him. Right, we've got currently 2 people alive, 2 people dead. So to fulfill the 3 humans have to die quota, this guy would have to die. Just kill people based on my personal convictions, Lamar. Oh no, I shouldn't phrase it like that. In the video game, you go after your personal beliefs. Alright, vote now. It does say we should kill 3 people, we've only killed 2. So keep that in mind. To live. Also got from a past belief as I was a judge, which is why I will not become a judge. Fair enough. Right, we want some people to live. Alright. We're confirming our choices. Probably gonna get chewed out by fate for not killing enough people. Classic, I want to be a judge. Okay, fair enough. Hello, fate.
Grim. Ah, yes, there you are. Good, good. Okay, listen up.
Alright, lad.
You have allowed too many to live. You really ought to be getting the hang of this by now.
Getting chewed out by fate.
However, I don't have the time to harangue you further at the moment. An emergency has
Fuck you,
occurred,
fate.
and I must depart for a couple of days.
What kind of emergency?
Okay, listen up and
Ooh.
keep this to yourself.
Mystery?
Some physicist is about to push a cart of unusual and hazardous material into
Oh.
the beam of the
Big
spectrometer.
oof. Doesn't sound good.
I have to see if this causes a cascade reaction of some sorts. It may prove illuminating. Anyway, while I am gone, another will be in
Ooh,
charge.
mysterious. Who will be in charge?
Even though you passed the evaluation, I cannot leave you without any supervision. You will have more freedom, sure, but it is not limitless. Therefore, you will have to continue your daily reports as usual. I will be informed of your progress.
Fine with that business as
Quite
usual.
so. And you are already acquainted.
Oh my god, we're reporting to the cat! To Lady Pordington. That's the cat. Cool. Epic. Cat got a promotion. We got no money. Rip! Because we didn't do our job well enough. Big oof. The cat though. Alright, let's eep. Is he gone? He's gone. Mysterious. Before we go to work, let's check out the Emporium.
Your visit's like the sun,
Okay, I don't care.
regular, and warms the room.
We don't have money. Big rip. Not enough money. Terrible time. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna get another drink. And after that, I'm gonna do a little bit more chatting about the Yellow Life, and then we'll do another day in the video game. BRB chatters. Alright, I have returned. Drink. Curl up. But yeah, so the reading was one way I kept myself entertained. I was confined to my bed, big oof. But the other thing I did was watch TV, as mentioned. And I have a bunch of just random, like, first seasons of TV shows that I've never watched, and I got, like, secondhand at some point in the last several years. So I have those. But I also have a show called The West Wing, which I had watched up until season 6, like midway through season 6, and then I sold my old laptop and got the new one, and the new one, compared to the old one, doesn't have the CD drive as mentioned, and then I kind of stopped, because even though we have a like DVD player in the living room, I rarely go there to just hang out because it has a massive window right opposite the TV, which is really annoying. But anyway, so I just kind of didn't watch more of the show for like several years. But I decided, okay, I'll jump in with my TV watching antics with a show I'd already had started. So I finished watching season 6 and I've started season 7 now, and it's a really good show. Okay, but I know it's a niche thing because it's a 90s / early 2000s political drama, which, unless you're really into politics or you're really into old TV or both, I wouldn't think you'd be super into it. But it's a very nice show. It's all about this fictional White House and the staff in it. It's a lot about foreign policy, crises and shit. And of course, it's that classic, like, ensemble cast TV show, which this isn't particularly comedic, so it's not as like a show like The Office or Parks and Recreation. It's more like kinda serious, but it just is really like nice. Because I recently saw people talk about this as well, that people are starting to kind of get sick of the mini-series format, where every show only gets like 8 to 10 episodes, and that people are really missing the 22 episode seasons of old shows. And that's why those shows are super popular still, or one of the reasons why they're super popular still on streaming services, even though those shows are like 20 years old. And I would say, yes, that's one factor. Obviously, nostalgia is another factor, or people wanting to start a show that they know has like gotten an ending already and stuff, which I also do occasionally. But I do think there's something about the 22 episode seasons. Like, what are your thoughts about that, chatters? Like, longer TV shows. Not necessarily, Jesus Christ. Not necessarily the 22 episodes, that's just an old standard, but generally longer shows, where not every episode is about like the main plot, but there's also more like quote-unquote filler episodes, which I personally quite like filler episodes, when they like do what they're meant to do, which is focus on the characters and their relationships. And I feel like people confuse filler episodes that do that with filler episodes that are literal filler, as in nothing happens, or every character development gets like erased by the next episode. But yeah, so West Wing is a show that has 22 episodes per season. I think you can really tell, like, by season, like, I've watched like the first episode of season 7. By season 7, you've spent like 6-7 years in universe with the characters, and you really get to go through a lot of character development and a lot of different things. So the main construct is about this guy called Josiah Bartlet. He's the president in this fictional universe. He's a Democrat. He's kind of a cool guy. And it's about his staff, and the staff like changes positions over years. They have like different relationships within each other or with other people outside of the main cast. They like grow and they have their own little arcs, big drama, and it's very much a reflection, of course, of the political climate that the show was made in. So this is like Bush / Obama era. Like, I think the end of the show is like Obama, like year 1 maybe max. I think it's the presidential campaign of 2008. That's the end of the show. But it's basically the Bush years and be like, hey, what would it be if you had like slightly more competent people in charge? ? But yeah, it's very fun if you are at all interested. I would highly recommend it. It's a bit difficult to find to stream these days, but yeah, I own the whole show on DVD, so because yeah. So that's been my little watch excursion, and then yeah, today I also can't stream super long because I'm watching Dan Howell's live show later in the evening, so I'm super excited for that. And then also streams are gonna be a little bit sparse for the coming week because I've got some deadlines upcoming at the end of this month, and I kind of need to focus on the projects that I have to hand in at the end of the month. And also I'm going to an escape room next week, so things are happening in the coming week. So I'll let you know at the end of the stream what my rough schedule is for the week. But yeah. Needless to say, having to lie in bed for like 2 days straight has really been a little bit annoying. But also kind of nice because it motivated me to do stuff I normally wouldn't. And today has been the first day where sorry, chap. Today's the first day where I've actually been able to do like some household chores and other tasks that require moving around again, so that is nice. Noted motivational speaker commits suicide in jail, cause of arrest to be revealed soon. Cleric solves murder, catches serial killer on a hot air balloon. Okay. Death of viticulturist drastically lowers the overall quality of wines from Sun County. Gaul Stadian first attempts of creating a flying fortress crashes and burns. Literally. Investors grow wary of flying citadel plans. It doesn't seem as like a sensible investment. The Harvest Festival starts in a few weeks. Bring your largest vegetables to the contest. The farmer with the biggest vegetable gets the biggest cash prize. Weather report, windy and dry days ahead. Right, fair enough. Open me. Greetings from afar, Grim. So right after I left, mere moments it seems to me something happened at the plant department. Do not ask. As such, you can fill in today basically as a Grim for them. Hope it's okay. Quarter for the day. 3 plants have to die. Oh my god! It's plant o'clock. Okay, so we have got Cannabis sativa 53058, age 0, position raw material. Cannabis sativa is an industrial hemp plant used for making clothes from its fiber. It is young, yet growing rapidly due to extreme amounts of fresh organic fertilizer being provided by its farmers. Kali Tragus 98352, age 6, position survivalist. Kali is a pink, rounded clump of branch, tangled stems, each one up to about 1 meter long. Kali and their brothers and sisters started growing after a wildfire cleaned up a large patch of land. No other plants could survive on the dry soil. Kali enjoys traveling and beautiful architecture. Oh my god. Agaritia altissima 2420, H2, position parent. Agaritina, also known as white snake root or richweed, is a plant that grows on a cow pasture. It is 1/2 meter tall and has small white flowers. It is almost ready to release its small seeds with fluffy white tails in the wind. Rosa Galicia 7532, H2, position model. Rosa Galicia 7532 is one of the beautiful small rose bushes on the display window of a flower shop. It is in dire need of repotting, or just getting planted into the ground, at least for a little while. And then finally, Cucurbita Peppo 421, H2, position bodybuilder. Cucurbita Peppo is an extremely large pumpkin, weighing in at almost 1/2 ton and still growing. It lives in a local sustainable farm. Lately the farm has had problems with flooding, which has destroyed many of other pumpkin plants. Sorry. Alright lads, are you ready to vote which 3 plants should die? Alright, the hemp plant. Go ahead. We're killing the hemp. Oh, it's 50-50. They're neck and neck. Is it really up to me? Alright. I'll vote for living. Alright. The rose, lads. The model rose. Die. Damn. You guys are vicious. Die, rip. Well. Do we see any other opinions? Nope. Rose has to die. Goodbye. Kali, the stems. Kali who enjoys traveling and beautiful architecture. Oh my god, you guys are so split these days. Seems like an annoying plant. Die. Alright, we'll kill her. Boop. 2 deaths. Alright, Agratina, the white snake root or rich weed, about to give birth. Well, spread its seeds. Oh my god, you guys hate new seeds being spread. I see how this all can perish. Live looks nice. I think you're overvoted there, Leonie. You're wicked. Yeah, I mean, all right, lads, we've got our kill quota filled. Now we've got the massive pumpkin. Pukobita Peppo. Are we letting her live? Or him live? It live. Large pumpkin is an exception. I mean, it is a pretty tasty looking pumpkin. Save the pumpkin. It's alright. Let the pumpkin live. Boop. I think we did well. Tasty pumpkin. Ah, terrible. Hello. The cat sits behind the table, very serious and official-like, ignoring your presence. Coffee, yeah. Tasty. I mean, some stuff made from pumpkin is pretty tasty. I'm gonna cough politely. The cat turns her head towards you, staring with her one eye. Meow, she mutters, then places her paw on some documents littering the table. Cat repeats a sequence of contented meows. Then she curls back into a ball and closes her eyes. See you tomorrow, I guess. The cat has already resumed ignoring your presence. She purrs softly. Meow, she declares as you make your way out the door. Well, that was a intense conversation, but howdy, we got some money. Have a little gander in the shop. We've got 800 now, so I think we should be able to afford something. What do these actually do? The analysis transients help keep track of any passing temporalities, counts days in a month, 1 to 28, those are all the days, all of them. Ethereal resonator, collect electromagnetic waves. Travel through the ether and blast them at you. I think this is a radio, and then the Plague Doctor. Do you guys want the Plague Doctor? Because now we have a mirror, so we can actually use any cosmetics. These are widgets. Or the desk, I think. This is a costume. We could also just not get anything and save our money. What are you thinking? Plague Doctor? Alright. We'll buy the Plague Doctor.
Didn't know I still had this beaked eyesore. I was at a gathering of some immensely wealthy idiots, where I saw an absolute buffoon dressed as professional attire. Just look at it! A weird long curve of a nose, and those stupid goggles. Had to have it. So we plundered the whole lot of them. Lest these smelled nice, for they soiled their trousers from fear. Then the mask came in real handy.
Fair enough. Alright, let's get the Plague Doctor costume on.
On your own. You know why? Because they're setting you up.
I trust my
They're
abilities.
hoping you'll mess up. And you will, because you're a fraud. Eat the blame, Reaper. You don't have what it takes to succeed.
Bro,
You're a void.
why is this mirror so rude? Just try to rattle me.
I am. Keeping you on your toes, right? It's necessary. Eyes like a lighthouse, Reaper. Watch your back. Be seeing you.
Cool. Ta-da! What is the best match to that? I do kind of like the full black. This is kind of terrifying, but cool. Alright. Look at us. We're spooky. Alright. End the day. Next day at work. Just another day. Morning, Graham. Alright, we're back to normal. The plant department got their act together. You, however, should be intimately familiar with the drill by now. We mitigate chaos, we bolster order, etc. But for the day, 2 humans have to die. Let us balance the world, mate. The Harvest Festival's content first prize goes to our local pumpkin farmer. Prize will help us repair flood damages and keep our business afloat. Farmer notes. Local hemp industry grows by 23% this year. A good sign for things to come. Economic hardships. Claim another small local business. Flower shop goes bankrupt. Damn. Many people in hospital with poisoning from cow's milk. Alright. First up, we got Terence Hatchett, 63, retired novelist. For 40 years, Terry wrote charming, fantastical novels for youth. This looks like Terry Pratchett. Surely this is what you mean it. Kind of want to have a DLC where you work in the plant section. KW. I agree, it'd be fun. This is definitely a Terry Pratchett reference. For novels for youth and adults alike, up until their health began to deteriorate. They're still trying to work every day, but the process keeps getting more difficult. They've also made substantial donations to many health research trusts. But yeah, this is definitely a Terry Pratchett reference, which I think is very fun. Ailsing Paul, 29, seismologist. When just a kid, Ailsing went through a terrifying earthquake. Obstinate by nature, Allegra's high nab. They decided to confront their fear by studying to be a seismologist. These days, they need a research team at the Mountainhead Earthquake Monitoring Station. Right? Rufus Ben Susan, 63, retired. Gone are the days of descending into the darkened depths of deep caverns, drill in hand, but Rufus remembers them fondly nonetheless. It was a time of danger, but also of exploration and accomplishment. Now retired, Rufus spends all their time in an old folks' home, dispirited. Maybe, perhaps, indeed. Martin Viduchk, 22, conscript. All Martin wants to do in life is to be creative, but harsh reality has forced them against their will into a situation they have no control of, until they return from military service, that is. Alright. Terence Hatchett. Live or die. We have to kill 2 people today, apparently. For the quote. Do we want to kill Terry Pratchett? Seems a bit rude. Seems a bit rude considering he's actually dead in real life. But I think this game, I don't remember if this game came out before he died or after he died, to be honest, but we're really killing Terence. Well, goodbye. Oh fuck, is he? He is definitely dead now. Been dead for a few years, but I don't know when he died. Let me look it up. It's definitely meant to be like a direct reference. Oh, 2015. When did this? Oh shit, my bad. No worries. I'm gonna look it up. When this game came out. Okay, this game came out 5 years after he died, so I mean, fair enough. That's just, I guess, a fun little gimmick for people who recognize who it's meant to be. Ailsing, the seismologist. This game feels a lot older. Okay, pee-pee poof, I'm gonna go now. Got a car right now. Fair enough. Have a good rest of your day, Nab. Like, for some reason I thought this game was like 5 or 6 years older than it is. How many did we kill? 2 today. I'll let this person live. Rufus, the retired person. Boop. Who's feeling dispirited in their old folks' home. We killed 2 today. Ooh, some strong dies. We're just killing all the 60-year-olds. Oof. Sorry for all the snozzing, chatters. I'm still sick. Alright. Rufus is dying. Alright, we've killed our quota of people. Do we let Martin live or die, though? The quota has been filled, by the way. We have killed 2 people. Martin's pretty young. Alright, we'll let him live. Nice work. Another day, another sleigh. Alright, let's go to the cat. Hello! Ooh. As you enter, the cat paces around on the table as if annoyed and irritated. The cat notes while casually twirling around her spot, pawing at the table. Like this to mean I'm doing well. The cat carelessly straddles and shakes herself, seeming more or less pleased. Swift nod towards the door with her head makes it clear you should be leaving. Fair enough. Money! Alright. But we are going to bed immediately. We don't really have enough to buy much of anything. Money. Ooh, why is one of them red? That's terrifying. Right, what was it saying? Many lives saved as dedicated researcher warns Cosmopolitan City in the nick of time. Science community calls to increase funding of the Mountainhead, lives will be saved. Fire the Starium, assist living facility claims 1 life. Last World beloved author distributes many sizable donations to medical research. Flying Golia and amazing Anatoly to face off again in upcoming circuit event. Instructions, Morning Grim, I see your hands will be kept mightily busy today. Tragedy and catastrophes happen. More often than anyone would prefer, yes? Yet, in the very end, it is all fair, is it not? But for the day, 4 humans have to die, spare anyone with a medical background. Well, no time to waste, get thee to it, fate. We've got Vitaly Golikin, 24, track and field athlete, caught the flying Golia, from the article. Vitaly is an amazing runner and a proficient jumper. They have a long-lasting rivalry with Anatoly Azarov, constantly one-upping each other in various contests. Little does Vitaly know that Anatoly would much rather take them to a film and a dinner! Was too shocked. Truly surprising. Anita Lee, 25, paramedic. Don't die, streamer. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm just still a bit sick. Fearless, intrepid, audacious, all these words are fit to describe Anita. Recently graduated into a paramedic job. They enjoy rushing into any dangerous situations to provide any medical assistance as quickly and efficiently as possible. Right, Amanita Muskovich, 29, researcher. Amanita has dedicated their life to researching the end of days. When not working, they take their pile of dogs for a walk, or snobbishly drive around their vintage car, even though the battery is chronically empty. Otherwise, they've got no personality or political views whatsoever. Damn! This description is savage. Thornton Oliver, 23, bodyguard. Thornton loves bodies. That's why they became a bodyguard. They want nothing else in life but to protect bodies from harm. Frankly, it's a pretty honorable vocation. They recently became a guard for a very famous celebrity. When not at work, Thornton enjoys a lot of exercising. Kermit Colt, 58, psychologist. Kermit has a warm, kind-hearted personality and does their best to help troubled youth and marginalized people. They are community activists and run a private practice for cognitive behavioral therapy where they are dealing with their grandkids. And Mikhail Batar, 40, postal clerk. Mikhail has been a dedicated worker at the— Okay, Grim, yes, you, listen up. Why are you such a tool? Sitting at your desk going over all the profiles like a mindless drone? Time to break the rule. I want you to do all the profiles today, all of them. Prove you're not completely useless. Damn. Alright, what are we thinking, guys? About all these people. Alright. Vitaly. We could kill all of them, as the red one says, or we could just follow the quota for the day. Thoughts? Die. Alright. First death. Nah, don't listen to him. Amanita, the end of days researcher with no personality or political views except walking dogs and driving in the car. Die. Are we going for the old death count? Killer. Alright. 2 deaths. Alright. Anita! The paramedic. We have killed 2 people so far. Oh my gosh. A united front for living. Terrible. Alright, Anita gets to live. Thornton, the bodybuilder who loves bodies. Which sounds incredibly sus, I'm gonna be honest. The way he writes about it, or he's written to be like, is strange. Die. Alright. A united front for death. Got 3 deaths so far. Kermit, the psychologist who helped troubled youth and marginalized people. And is also a medical professional. I do love how they made him look like Kermit, like the frog. Right, pretty united front for living, I'd say. Alright, and then finally, we've got 2 alive, 3 dead, we need to kill 4 people. Do we kill Mikkel? I do love the music of this game. Die. Alright. Death for you. Rip him. Oh, rip. Pate is still not back in the cat's ear. As you enter, you see the cat supine, waving her paws in the air as if trying to bat something invisible. All of a sudden, she turns her attention to you, a devious glimmer in her eye. Her eyes. The cat continues to glare, her tail whipping back and forth in a manner that feels irate. Several deaths, that was great. Lady Portington sits in silence, an accusatory look in her eyes. Hey now, I didn't cause the bad things. The cat continues her silence. I just do what I'm told. These things happen. The cat slowly rotates her head to the right. Don't give me that look. Oh, I put something I didn't read. The cat slowly rotates her head to the left. Whatever, cat, I'm leaving. The cat blinks and slowly turns away, signaling her complete indifference to you. Ah, terrible. Got money though. Let's check in the basement.
Aye, this port offers the best trades in the universe.
Cool. We've got this, but we can't afford that. We have the calendar, or we have the academic visage. Do you want any of these things, chat? Well, any of the ones we can afford. Because we can't do this. calendar shows you how many days there's left until the game ends. Should we get that then? Oh no. It'd be nice, I think, if you want. What are you thinking, chatters? Would you want to know how long it is until the end of the game or no? To go now. Bye. No worries. I appreciate you being here. I don't know if we should get it, to be honest. I just want to know what do you guys think? I don't think you're clamoring for it. Yeah, it's whatever. Alright, I do want to get that then.
Blimey, we scoured.
I don't care about you.
Also, I
This guy's
finally
just too slow
procured
talking.
from an old man on the steps of Acropolis.
Okay, let's go to the next day. And we should have, ooh, 11 days in. Meet young Anita, the medic who saved many lives after the recent earthquake. All thanks to the warning from Mountainhead, they exclaimed before scurrying away. Famous track and field athlete found dead in a hotel room. End of day, researcher eaten at their lab by bugs used for research. The end of days draws near. Already the bugs rebel, there's no escape. Editorial by youth psychologist inspires anti-bullying movement. Bodyguard saves life of actor Sandy Fresco. Gets hit by the falling cement blocks instead. Damn. Cozy Bohemian Waffle House gaining popularity. Go check it out. Charity auction to take place at Royal Cosmopolis. Bring your friends. Cool. Good day, Grim. The world is a wondrous thing. You would not believe what I've seen out there, even within the ruins. Now, would you kindly try and help out the survivors of the turmoil of yesterday? 3 humans have to die. Spare any students. An unforeseen logic guides our hand, but a logic nonetheless. 8. Christopher Wyatt, 44, money launderer. Christopher opened a Waffle House in the middle of the Cacti Valley to have a reason to claim illegal income but avoid customers. When a hiker finds the place, which sometimes happens, Christopher starts sweating profusely and attempts to cook with 10-year-old ingredients. Ooh. Urban Tate, 24, bassist. Thus far, Urban has had an absolutely crazy life traveling around the globe with their post-rock band. They have 2 younger sisters who often join the tours. Yumi Amano, 39, veteran/activist. Yumi is a veteran of the AHA peacekeeping conflict, a pointless endeavor, all things considered. They enlisted right out of high school inspired by patriotic jingoism, but quickly learned warfare isn't actually great. These days, they work as a pacifist activist and fight for veteran healthcare. Rudolph Rudy, 19 student. What are morals? Rudolph is the type of a university freshman who has just finished reading a couple of introductory philosophy books and now can't stop talking about they understand how society's moral and the world works. Mavis undergrad, 66, retired. Mavis is a grandparent with an estranged grandchild named Guy, with whom they seek to reconcile. After retirement, they move to a calm country home where they spend most of their time knitting. They own a marvelous collection of porcelain. And then we have Christy Capel, 38, student. True student for life, Christy has no intention of stopping their intense learning process. In fact, they might be on the verge of a massively important breakthrough with their 4th bachelor's thesis. Jesus Christ. Alright, are you ready, lads? To be the judges. Alright, we have to have 3 humans have to die, spare any students. Urban Tate, the bassist, with 2 younger sisters. Well, I will kill Urban. There you go. Goodbye. Oops. No worries, I'll kill him. Mavis! The grandparent with an estranged grandchild. Die. Alright, that looks like a pretty strong death. Alright, death o'clock. Rudolph, the student, who's just done introductory philosophy. Live. Alright. Let Rudy live. That's Rudolph. Christopher Wyatt, the Money Launderer. Die. That was an immediate die. The 10-year-old ingredients are criminal. That's the actual crime here. Imagine going to Waffle House and you die from food poisoning. Question is all the ingredients, because don't you use eggs in waffles? I am traumatized. And this guy's dead. There are 3 dead now. We were meant to kill 3 total. So we have Yumi, the activist. Right, letting her live. And then we've got Christy, the eternal student. We've done our kill quota and we were meant to let student live. Students live, Jesus Christ. Looks like a strong BRB, no worries. That looks like a strong live. Boop. I might probably end streaming them pretty soon. Because I'm like sick as fuck. A big oof. Cat seems to use a slumber, occasionally emanating a soft snore like purr. Psst, kitty cat, time for the review. After a pause, the cat sluggishly sniffs the usual pile of documents waiting on the table. The cat continues inspecting the documents for a few seconds, then turns away, seemingly pleased. Great, I'll be off now. $400. We won't have enough money to do anything today, so let's do another day. Boop, boop, burp. Influencer, new political podcast by combat veterans gaining more and more traction. New political podcast though. Government to vote on new Veteran Healthcare Act during next session. Student accidentally starts nationwide riots against fake news media. Crisis collection of mice and porcelain donated to local museum. Scandal erupts at university as another thesis found to be full of plagiarized paragraphs and faulty research. 1,000 mods cancelled their tour. Dramatic. Lucky day, or is it? Ah, the unjustly denigrated unlucky number 13. I fail to see the relevance of this kind of numerology. It is but a day. It's a DM here to replace James. Thank you, Nab. I fail to see the relevance of this kind of numerology. It is but a day, like the other days. Hey, Persona here. Hi, Persona. Good to see you, King. Been a while. A total of 3 humans have to die. Humans in the field of religion have to die. Spare any humans with an artistic background. Enjoy your pleasant workday, Fate. Oh. We really, it must have been that damn cat. We can't do our job! The cat stole the tasks! How dare! The cat lounges on the table, brushing her ear with her paw. What the fuck, at her? What the hell, cat? What happened to my files? The cat pauses for a moment, then continues brushing herself, indifferent to your confusion. Thought we were friends, cat? Before the cat has a chance to respond, the phone rings in an ear-piercing metallic clatter. You hear a familiar voice.
Hello? Hello? Lady
Oops, sorry.
Portington, is Grim there?
The cat replies absent-mindedly.
Grim, I heard that. I understand the job can be stressful.
The cat stole our entire work, like, load today, but okay.
But you cannot let everybody live. Such actions will have serious
I did nothing,
consequences,
but okay.
even if you cannot foresee them. That is what I am for. Trust me, it will be for the benefit.
We're happy, so there won't be any work to do. Something happened to the files while they were gone.
Could you repeat that? All I hear is static.
Guess I never
No
mind.
matter. You know what the job entails, Grim.
Because the cat's literally right there. It seems suspiciously
The world
sentient.
needs to stay in equilibrium. I do hope we will not have to repeat this discussion in the future.
I did nothing, but okay. I'm just gonna take on the blame because that's what I do.
That is all.
Phone falls silent. I hope you're happy. No work, yeah. Alas, the cat has already fallen asleep. She purrs softly, contented. Nothing else to do but leave. Yeah, we had no work because this cat stole our entire files for the day. And we got no money. Thanks, cat. Right, next day, hopefully we actually get a job. Today, any job? Read me. Morning room, I expect you in my office for your performance review after you are done today. Do not worry about that right now, though. Focus on the task at hand. Quote of the day, 6 humans have to die. Anyone related to the transportation industry has to die. Choose humans on the left side of the profile bundle to die. Looking forward to the review. Fate. 5 simple exercises in 5 seconds. Cool. Alright. Zygmunt Zozy, 25, unemployed. From all the available activities, Zygmunt only likes watching TV, playing video games, drinking beer, and eating pizza, without even live streaming at all. They live with their mother and claim to have no mission in life other than wasting the world's resources. Alright. Dwara Shu, 23, personal trainer. Dwara helps young people get excited about lifting weights and being physically active in general. They also make a lot of easily accessible social media content, teaching proper lifting form to prevent injuries. Dwara started a fund to support children's sport facility. Alright. Arcadius Novitsky, 22, field hand. Arcadius lives the life country musicians always brag about having. Blue denim jeans, red truck, and closest to Earth. Still an oddly large amount of their time is spent with the Scarecrow. They like drinking cheap and watery beer. Chiel van den Sanden, 47, astrophysicist. Chiel focused on researching red dwarfs and the possibility of finding habitable planets in their systems. As a lifelong science fiction fan, they were sad but accepting of their children dressing up as bow-wielding fair folk from a fantastical novel. Augustus Zagsma, 44, taxi driver. Augustus dreams of becoming a millionaire, but is also content with being a taxi driver. Their cab is decorated from hood to trunk, featuring several disco balls, aquarium wallpaper, and subwoofers playing techno rave on full blast. Sounds like an experience. Franklin Haver, or Haver, 35, pilot. Franklin considers themselves a hotshot pilot, having modeled their demeanor after an action movie they saw at a young age. They wear large sunglasses all the time, drive around on a motorcycle, and attempt reckless stunts in their aircraft. Ashley Deal, 53, train conductor, choo-choo, all aboard the best train ever, whichever train Ashley is conducting. They constantly broadcast uplifting messages and jokes, brightening passengers' days. Aww. Titus Grown, 33, retired. Titus is the latest heir of a noble pedigree, yes. As such, they managed to retire young due to all the inherited wealth. These days, they spend their time lounging listlessly in constant ennui. Polton Oman, 40, bicycle repairman. Repairing bicycles is Polters' life. They own a bicycle shop, designing custom bicycles and pimping up old rides. Experimental brake modifications and neon light installations are Polters' specialty. Alright. Remember the quote is chatters, 6 have to die, anyone related to transportation. Apparently on the left side of the profile button, which I don't even remember what the left side was, but okay. Alright, Ashley, who I do think was on the left side, but was also a train conductor. And apparently a beacon of joy in life. Poor Ashley. Pure happiness. Damn. Alright, let's... Ashley has to die. Zygmunt! The guy who really just likes pizza. I live? Oh my god, 50-50 split. Oh my god, I don't know. I think he was on the left side of the pile, so I'm gonna kill him. 2 deaths. Arcadius Nowitzki, the field hand. He really is the spitting image of half of us. Well, sort of. I do think the whole, like... No, okay. The whole, for him, the whole... I have no mission life in the way, rather than wasting the world's resources seems a little bit... Minus pizza, I hate pizza. Wild. The decisions, I'll let him live. Augustus Zaxma, the taxi driver. I'll do 50-50 it again. I will kill him because it's part of the transportation industry. Titus, the 33-year-old who's already retired because he's from a rich family. Alright, that looks like a live. People need Titus are based. Live. Named Titus are based. Oh, fair enough. Guara, the personal trainer. I keep getting distracted. No worries, James. You're the goat. Die. Live. Oh my god. I am gonna kill this person. Alright, next up, the astrophysicist. He could die, die. Alright, fair enough. Don't let him die. We've got 5 deaths, so ideally we have to kill one and let the other live. Got the reckless pilot, Franklin. Letting this guy live. TBH, it's a miracle. Right, the final fella. Poulter, the bicycle repairman. As a reminder, we have killed 5, we are meant to kill 6. Alright, death for you. Go up. Fate back, yes! Fate, oh boy. You're preferable to the damn
I've
cat.
returned. Did you miss me?
Sure, I like our
Great.
little chats.
I'm glad you enjoy our frequent discourse. So, okay, yes. Today is your 2-week performance evaluation.
Cool.
But before that, we must quickly check your daily conduct. Where did I place those? Please. Where are
Papers, please.
Here we go.
Good reference.
Right. Seems to be correct, or whatever. Let us proceed to the more important evaluation.
Bro did not care about today's work. Wait patiently.
Ah, Grim. How should I put it?
You hate us.
In essence, you are a solid and dedicated worker. You play by the book. You do what you are told.
Mostly.
There is little to criticize in your conduct, except perhaps for the minor lack of independence.
Okay, cool.
Nothing so grand, but do you really think life is all about following rules?
No, but like your job kind of is, but okay.
One might expect at least an inkling of rebellion. Does an autonomous personality hide anywhere within your skull?
Yeah.
You are dependable, faithful, trusted. Is that all you are content with?
My brother in Christ.
Now, obviously, you are to be granted a small bonus. No one can argue you have not earned it. Keep it up. The ultimate evaluation is in 2 weeks.
Cool. I think this is about halfway through the game, right? Ooh, we got bonus. Let's see if we can get any purchases today. Oh, we could go to the bar, but honestly don't care.
Back from our booty, are ye?
Okay, yes. Like if you don't follow the rules, you get no money, but if you do, you get criticized. Yeah, the goof. So we want this used to erase grievous mistakes on use only. The radio or the face of the great old one. Clothing. You want any of these things, chatters? We have a lot of money, so we could purchase any of these. Case of 1. Alright.
By
Buy that
Jones
then.
coffer, the slimy up.
Yeah, okay, I don't care.
Truly
Yeah,
a
it just
nightmare.
annoys me, TBH. Let's see what the look is. Okay, I don't care. I literally don't, I'm sorry, I just don't
They're
care
probably eavesdropping
about any of
right
that.
now. Let's
About like the
go.
mirror or like the bar, like I'm just not that invested. Ooh, Crow. Masquerade. Steampunk. Or never changes. Chipkin. Ah, the great old one is this. This is kind of terrifying. What are you thinking, chatters? I think chicken is hilarious. Become the chicken. Okay. Chicken. Let's see if we have like a matching suit. I think we should be Destiny chicken suit. Silly. Alright, let's eep. I think we'll leave it at that today. Sorry, it's a shorter stream. I already mentioned it would be a shorter stream because I'm sick. Cat kiss, thank you. I appreciate it. If you're new here, do follow. For the coming week, as mentioned, it's because I've got a bunch of deadlines and other stuff upcoming, and also I'm still not 100% like better from being sick and everything. It'll only be 3 streams. We got one tomorrow, which is NSMP, and then on Friday we're doing demo day and more NSMP. Bye bye, cat kiss, cat kiss. And on Sunday we're doing Sims 3 and Sticky Business. So hope you're excited for those streams. As mentioned, at the moment it's gonna be more like 2 to 3 streams a week than more probably, but I'm trying my best. It's just a bunch of shit is upcoming in terms of deadlines in this month and next month, so of course those kind of take priority, and you know, I kind of get more stressed out if I'm like, oh, I'm committing a bunch of time to stream stuff when I also have other things to do. I will send you to Beckymon, who I think is doing some arting, it looks like. No idea what she's working on, honestly, but go on over, and I will see you tomorrow for some NSMP. I have 2 NSMP streams in the coming week because I kind of want to take the pressure off of having to do all of the quest work on one day only, and also, of course, continue working on our projects with the mob cages and stuff. So join it over to Becky